this video we're talking about graphs of functions, and there's several things you can discuss when you're talking about functions and their graphs, but some of the things I want to focus on, especially right now, is on whether a function is an even function, an odd function, or neither. And you can have that happen too. But if a function is even, it's symmetric with respect to the y-axis. So basically, think of a function like y is equal to x squared. So y is equal to x squared. If you were to graph it, you know, it goes like that, and this is not, of course, you know that mine doesn't look perfect here, but the idea is it's a quadratic and it's symmetric to the y-axis. We also have other functions that go more like that. So that's more like the function of y is equal to x cubed. So it's important to know if functions are even, odd, or neither. And so one of the problems they ask is this function even, odd, or neither? And f of x is 5 over 2 over x, 2 minus x squared. If I want to check if it's even, what I need to do is I need to substitute f of minus x, okay? So basically I put negative x everywhere where x occurs in the function. And so that becomes 5 divided by 2 minus negative x squared. Now this, okay, I'll put it this way. This is the same thing as 5 divided by 2 minus, now negative x, when you square that, you actually get x squared with a positive. So notice that this is equal to the original. So if a function is such that f of x is equal to f of minus x, then it's considered even. Okay, if you substitute negative x in for x, then you know that that function is even. But if you substitute, when you're dealing with odd functions, for example, it's f of x, or negative f of x, has to equal f of negative x. And so you need to make sure that the function notation, that you master the function notation and knowing how to input values for different functions. So that's one of the first things that is discussed, is knowing how to handle even and odd functions. This will be very helpful in graphing different types of functions in the future. Also, we also need to pay attention to the domain and the range of a function. So the domain, we're looking at the x values that function deals with. And so, for example, with the quadratic, notice that it goes from negative infinity to infinity. And with the, when you ask what's the range of that quadratic function, notice it goes from 0 to infinity. So, we'll talk more about domain and range in a different video. We're going to make sure that we understand how those work. So, thank you and have a wonderful day.